and ETs visiting Australia?
Well, I mean, obviously, as I mentioned earlier, there were files that were kept by the Defence Department, and they were declassified. But the official opinion here is complete denial. And I've actually myself approached a couple of politicians on the matter here, and Australia makes no concession. But what I have actually noticed is a lot of people, obviously with the news website, I have a lot of people that I'm in email contact with that work for various sort of aviation, government aviation departments and science departments. And there's a lot of belief amongst those people in UFOs, sort of people that work for those departments, but the government itself, it's actually the last government on the planet Australia's a very conservative country, actually. It's not the sort of country that goes out on a limb and does something radical. And it's complete denial on the issue. You won't hear anything about it, and possibly even not a great deal of interaction with the issue. They'll just defer that sort of thing. The United States, they would have realised a while back that if there are aliens visiting Australian airspace, they're not really doing any harm anyway, and
that's right.
I don't think they'd really even bother with any resources. I'm not sure there's all that much UFO-wise happening in Australia.
Michael, as I said to you on the break, it's been great having you with us for this past hour, and we're going to be making arrangements to have you on and in the near future, and maybe we can do a regular UFO feature because you are a source of international reports, and we are a source of getting the international media out there and talking about this every night here on the X Zone. Let our listeners know more about you and where they can find out where they can reach you on the web, and what are the kind of stories you carry at All News Web?
Yeah, the place that I sort of do most of my reporting is allnewsweb.com. And, what we do is we look for credible sightings around the world, and we put them up. And, I mean, that's part of the proof of, the fact that there is something of a cover-up on this issue, is that prior to All News Web sort of opening its doors, so to speak, you used to have this comment commonly made, and I sort of laugh at it. Comedians would say it, and people that want to sort of have a laugh at the whole UFO issue would always say, what is it about, UFOs that the only people that see them are kind of rural folk in Kentucky or wherever? Well, that's just plain not true. And, in the past, without the internet and things like that, you could have sightings, 50 sightings a day in, say, China. China's got an incredible number of sightings on a daily basis, right? And no one in America would know it. And in fact, until All News Web opened its doors, the vast majority, if not pretty much all the sightings that occurred in places like China, just went unnoticed to English speakers. And we try to sort of get sightings up there and make people aware of them. And actually, interestingly enough, one of the things I found funny today is there's a sighting that's getting a bit of publicity in Canada. It's the one, that sort of streak through the sky. Now, I don't think that's an alien craft. I mean,
Michael, we have to say so long for tonight, but we will have you back on in the very near future because I'd like to talk to you more about UFOs in China as well as the other stories that you cover in allnewsweb.com. Michael Cohen has been my special guest this hour. I'll be back on the other side of this break talking about the Bermuda Triangle. Don't go away.